Hey folks, Winston for Carbide3D here. This is Carbide3D's new VFD Spindle Kit, and today I'm going to show you how to install it on a Shapeoko. But before I do that, let's really quickly go over what a VFD is, why you would want to use a VFD spindle, and what this kit includes. So here's a primer. A variable frequency drive, or VFD, is a powerful electronic controller that drives a motor efficiently and with digital precision. VFD-powered spindles are commonly found in higher-end CNC routers because of the superior performance they provide. The VFD in our kit provides 1.2 kilowatts of power to an air-cooled spindle operating between 8,000 to 24,000 RPM. Compared to a compact router, a VFD spindle will give you noticeably more power with smoother, quieter operation from higher precision internal components and a more rigid construction. Before you ask, here is an unscientific comparison of the noise levels of each. Keep in mind that what you machine can have a significant impact on the overall noise level, sometimes an even greater impact than your choice of spindle. That being said, a VFD is much more pleasant to be around at any RPM. The spindle itself comes in a 65mm diameter form factor and accepts standard ER11 collets, which are readily available in a variety of sizes. Every VFD and spindle that leaves our shop is run through a break-in cycle to ensure that the system as a whole functions as intended. And best of all, Carbide3D's VFD Spindle Kit is designed to be simple to set up and install, removing any uncertainty in wiring and programming. Here's what that process looks like. Upon receipt of your VFD Spindle Kit, you'll find the VFD control unit, a 65mm spindle, 1/8 inch and 1/4 inch ER11 collets, a collet nut, the appropriate wrenches to install said collets, and the required cables. Those cables are a power cord to plug into the VFD control box, a 6-pin logic cable to connect to the Carbide motion board, and a cable to power the spindle that's already connected to the VFD control box. But we'll get to those shortly, as the first step in setting up a spindle is to remove the old router from your machine and detach the drag chains that guide the router's power cord. Make sure that you set those small screws aside someplace they won't get lost. Pop open the drag chain links using whatever method you prefer. Mine is to use a thick hex wrench to pry open each link, applying concentrated leverage on one side of the drag chain. You may also need to remove one of the tail linkages on each of the drag chain sections to fully liberate the power cord. Set aside the router and pull out your VFD control box and the attached spindle connector. Route the wire through your open drag chain links, keeping in mind that the connector end will be at the top of your Z-axis and the VFD control box will be at the end of the Y-axis. It would be a shame to close up all the drag chain links before realizing you got it backwards. Also note the orientation of the drag chain tails and where they need to terminate so that they don't get installed upside down. Once you have the power cable for the spindle routed properly, reattach the drag chains to the Shapeoko X and Y axes. Now you can install the spindle in the spindle mount. The amount that it sticks out the bottom should roughly match how your router was set up. Plug in the spindle power cord into the top of the spindle. Note that the connector is keyed, so it will only fit in one orientation. Before anchoring that power cord with cable ties, make sure to check for conditions where the cable could get snagged on things like the Z-axis stepper motor or any dust collection provisions you might have on the machine. Next, connect your VFD control box to a wall outlet with the power cord. Lastly, connect the 6-pin logic cable from the VFD to your Carbide motion board. Take note of the orientation of the cable's connector and ensure that it matches the orientation of the connector on the Carbide motion board. Congratulations, you've completed the physical installation of the Carbide3D Spindle Kit. You can set the VFD control box off to the side of the machine or mount it on the wall. Whatever you decide, we recommend keeping the unit out of the direct line of fire of chips and away from dust, as well as ensuring there is sufficient space around the VFD control box to permit unimpeded ventilation. The last thing you will need to do to use the VFD will be to set up Carbide Motion and your Shapeoko's controller to take advantage of the system's automatic control. Open the Settings window in Carbide Motion. Under the Spindle Options dropdown, select the VFD Spindle. Hit OK, and then you'll be prompted to also select your Shapeoko configuration. Once you hit OK the second time, the appropriate settings will be flashed to your machine. Now you can switch on power to your VFD and check that the spindle is enabled. The Enable button on the control box provides an extra safeguard against unwanted spindle activation. During tool changes, or when using tools like drag bits that require the spindle to stay off, you can press the button to force the VFD off. If the light is on, however, the spindle is ready for action. You can confirm that the VFD spindle is working by going to the MDI tab and typing and sending M3S10000. You should see the VFD turn on within a couple seconds and the spindle turning clockwise when viewed from above. To turn the spindle off, type and send the command M5. Pro tip, make sure you either lightly tighten the collet nut or remove it entirely so it doesn't fly off the spindle. When running, the display on the VFD will show the target RPM. Due to the resolution of the control signal and voltage variances, this may fluctuate by approximately 5% from the commanded RPM. This is normal and within standard operating tolerances. We've designed this kit to be as easy as possible to set up. There is no technical wiring, no tedious and sometimes confusing programming of the VFD. Everything is plug and play right out of the box and backed by our legendary support. The extra power and smooth operation of a spindle lets you take both more aggressive cuts and achieve more precise results. It is a clear step up if you're looking to maximize the capability of your Shapeoko. We hope you guys enjoy using the Carbide3D VFD Spindle Kit. They are available now on our store page, shop.carbide3d.com. Until next time, good luck and have fun machining.